What's going on, everybody? Man, it's been a long time since I've made this style video, progression update video, where I go through all these spreadsheets I have for my 4-star, 5-star, and 6-star champions, showing the champs that I have, the champions that I have yet to pull, all the SIG levels for these champs, the number I have maxed out. I even have it hidden at the moment, but I'm going to show how many champions I have at each rank, and again, for the 4, 5, and 6 stars. And this is something that I've been doing since the start of my channel in various ways, at least. But you can see here, this is the first video that I ever uploaded. It says MCOC free-to-play progression video 1, a title so good that I will never ever change it. Man, that title is absolute garbage. It shows just how new I was to YouTube at the time, but that's okay. That's what it's all about. Progression, baby. That is the name of the game. It's not a bragging thing in any way, shape, or form. You can see the first video I ever uploaded here. This is May 22nd of 2016. I already been playing the game for about 6 months. I started in December of 2015, so about a year after the game was originally released. So at this point, the game's been out for, a year and a half. People have maxed out 4 stars. They're getting 5 stars and things like that. I'm still sitting here with 3-star Rocket. It doesn't matter. It's all about, kind of where you are now in relation to, where you were. That's what progress is all about. So if you guys are looking to start a channel of your own and you're like, ah, man, I don't have as strong a chance, it doesn't matter, man. It does not matter one bit. Don't let that hold you back. But you can see here the description for this video. My goal was once a month I'll be uploading a progression video to see where I'm at in the game and see what I've accomplished since the previous month. Now, that's a good idea at the time, but it's kind of like, it's kind of like if you have like a newborn kid or something like that. Early on, you start counting by months. The kid's 1 month old, 2 months old, 6 months old, right? Eventually, it becomes silly. You stop counting by months, you start counting by years, right? The only thing is, the last video I made, I believe, I couldn't find a later one at least, was the 3-year progression update. I kind of just stopped making these videos entirely. I don't know why, man. They always got a lot of views. I just kind of felt like it was done. I didn't really need to make another progression video, but now it's time. So we're gonna get into all that stuff, all the champions, like I said, the spreadsheets, go over the quests that I've completed, my inventory, all the unopened 36,000 crystals. I mean, not all of them. We're just gonna take a look at some of the more important ones, some of the standouts, just to get a sense for how the progression is going currently. And most people, the MCOC community, it's a pretty tight-knit community, so most people know my deal at this point. But for those that don't, yes, I am 100% free to play. The only proof that I have is that this offer is still here, the Peter Parker's wallet bonus offer. I've been told in the past by a whole bunch of people that if you buy any offers, that offer goes away. So it's the only proof I got, other than, I don't know, man, you kind of just have to believe me. I've never spent $1. Pretty much everything I've done has been live on YouTube for I don't know how many years at this point, though, so it would be pretty tough to fake it. So yeah, that's the other proof I got, is that I stream every single night. So I have nothing against spending, by the way. No one should feel bad. I know some people still feel like it's this taboo thing, spending on games. What? Spending on something you have fun with? Yeah, it's totally fine. As a matter of fact, this account is free to play, but I did a couple of challenge accounts where I just wanted to see how far I can get in a week, set up some different rules for myself, where it actually included spending. So I technically have spent on MCOC, just not on this account, not my main account here. My main account, 100% free to play, never spent a single dollar. And the reason for that, some people might be curious. Well, one, I'm very cheap. Yeah, pretty easy there. But the other is that my favorite game of all time was Diablo 2, and I'm sorry, gotta go on just a little tangent here before we get into the update here and start going through my account. Basically, how that game works is it kind of resets itself every 6 months, where you level up your characters, 6 months go by, and like a new season starts. The ladder reset is what it's called. And I always use this site for trading, D2JSP, where you would just trade away your items and you would trade to get this currency. Think of it as like a pre-cryptocurrency where it was called forum gold. And I never traded for items, I just traded away my items for this gold. And one reset, when everyone starts from scratch, I had this brilliant idea that, hey, I've got tons of this currency. I don't know what to do with it. I'm just going to blow it all and get the absolute craziest gear imaginable. And I did that. And I quit the next day. My favorite game of all time. It ruined the game for me because I started with everything and there was no reason to play anymore. So ever since then, and we're going way before I started playing MCOC, we're going back, I don't know, this is probably like 15 years ago at this point. Ever since then, I don't spend in games that have microtransactions or anything like that, at least, because I realized it's not really the destination for me. It's all about the journey. So as long as I'm having fun along the way, that's all that really matters. And I don't want to potentially ruin that fun just because, for me, like I said, it's just not what I enjoy. But in no way, shape, or form am I against any kind of spending. All right, with that out of the way, let's get into the account here. I'm almost at 3 million base hero rating. Oh man. Ooh, do I clickbait it and put 3 million in the title and thumbnail? I might. So sorry if you got clickbaited. I'm 40,000 points away, but I'll get there. I mean, when you see the resources, there we go. When you see the resources I'm sitting on, how many catalysts and crystals? I mean, it's 3 million. I'm over 3 million. But yeah, you can see my prestige up there at 13,384, which, just to give some context, it is below my alliance. So a couple of other like rules for this account is that I don't accept any sort of gifts, no handout type stuff. Because I mean, what's the point if I'm using money to get it, or maybe someone else is using money to get it? The point of being free to play is I want to see what I can do, what I can get on my own. But of course, I mean, you got to be in an alliance, and I wouldn't want to play this game any other way than being in an alliance. But the alliance prestige is 14,030. Another rule that I've always had is that I am not looking to get carried. I'm not looking to be in an alliance where I can't pull my own weight. And although I'm lower on prestige, I usually do above average when it comes to alliance war. Have fewer deaths. I'm not the absolute most skilled fighter or anything like that, so not a bragging thing there. It's just everyone in the alliance, they bring a little something different to the table, and I try to bring a little bit more of a consistency there, whereas my prestige is not quite there. But okay, moving on in the profile here, you can see being free to play. It's quite time consuming. You can see my PvP fights won 456,077. I've broken down some numbers here that we'll get into. So 6 years, and technically this is like 6 years and 4 days because it was December 5th that I started playing this game. I only know that because of a Android achievement tracker thing or whatever. But anyway, been playing the game for 6 years and 4 days as of the uploading of this video, which comes out to 2194 days, 2,194 days, which if we take this number, 456,077 divided by 2194, that comes out to 207.87, basically 208 wins per day, which divide that number by 3 because arena is 3v3, and it comes out to 69.29 matches a day. Nice. So yeah, about 70 matches a day, especially considering, I mean, some of the fights I lose, right? So 70, maybe even like 71 or 72 matches a day. That's about what I'm playing, or that comes out to about 7,600 PvP wins a year, if you guys want to maybe get some idea of how much you're playing based on how long you've been playing the game. And all of that time spent has helped me to climb the leaderboards a bit, at least. Actually, I've fallen off in recent times, really ever since the Cavalier crystal was introduced. You see, I used to be around rank 600, and now you can see that I am 2358. It's just really impossible to keep up with other people who are opening up Cav crystals, but my account, it's still in pretty good shape here, I'd say. Still am able to do basically anything in the game. The competitive modes like Alliance War, and I mean Prestige for Alliance Quest, and the upcoming solo competitive. Those are the modes that are gonna struggle the most being free to play in. But in case you're curious, yeah, you could totally still do all the story quest stuff, which I haven't done it all yet, though. We're gonna get into that a little bit later. But let's talk about the champions I have right now, and the ranks they are, and all that good stuff. My catalysts, and what crystals that I have not popped that could be pushing my roster that much more. So starting with a little bit of spreadsheet action here. I actually updated it for a 3-star, even 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, and 6-star. I mean, we're not going to go through and spend too much time on the lower star level ones here. I just want to quickly show these are the SIG stones up here. The red, by the way, this highlighted red over here, that of course indicates I don't have that champion, which I'll never have, red Deadpool. And then I used to have like an exclusion list over here next to this little bit of the spreadsheet, where, because like Gold Pool, he doesn't exist as a 3-star. You could spend $1 million in this game, you still couldn't get a 3-star Gold Pool because the champion does not exist. But it's actually, I just found it easier just to include it in the spreadsheet anyway. So that's all included in there now. And yeah, of the 3-star champs, I actually have 156 of them maxed out. The 4-stars actually have a lot more of them maxed out. I've got 196 of them maxed. I almost have all of them that I can maxed out. So yeah, getting close on that one. It's actually easier to get 4-star 6 stones than it is 3-stars. But watch this. Look at this 196 number right here. Watch what happens when I go to the 5-star champions. Oh, only 21 of them are maxed, actually. You can see here, of the total nearly 4,300 SIGs, if you were to, max SIG every single 5-star champion, well, I only have about 1,200 total SIGs. And this is with almost exclusively popping open, the cheapest 5-star crystal, the basic 5-stars, or a dual class crystal 5-stars. I have only just recently started popping open featured 5-star crystals to try to chase some of the more exclusive champions, like OG Scarlet Witch or something like that. Of the 5-stars here, though, I'm also missing quite a few. I don't grind for 5-stars in the arena, not typically, at least, not anymore. I do occasionally grind for 6-star champs, but the thing is, when the arena, when it's your main source of units, and units are so valuable. I actually want to do a video talking about how the value of units has only increased in recent times. Basically, you could look to like Cyber Weekend that just passed, and you could see that spending units in that event will give you far more catalysts than you get from even the furthest questing content that we have available right now. So it's an interesting time in the contest, where, if to put it in a nice way. I'll save the rant for another video. But yeah, units, and I mean, of course, money as well. It feels like Kabama's really tried to push that more in recent times. But units, just talking strictly from a free-to-play perspective, I need to focus on getting units from the arena more so than chasing down these 5-stars and trying to complete my collection. Even though, of course, that's fun to do, and that's still why I'm popping open crystals and still trying to collect as many crystals as possible. But I only have 21 of them maxed out. I'm going to be making or doing a collaboration with A good friend of mine, Enzo, happens to be in for Loki as well. Also has a YouTube channel, and we're kind of the opposites when it comes to spending. He spends about $2,000 a month on average, and I think he's somewhere maybe like 30th on the leaderboard or something like that. And it's going to be interesting comparing the amount of SIGs that each of us have, you know, when he's popping open Cavalier crystals and getting a lot more of these champs. But in any case, 5 stars. That's currently what I'm working with. Oh, I forgot to reveal like this box right here for the number of 550s that I have for 4-star champs. Just wanted to show that real quick. Let's see this. There we go. I've got 85 of the 550s for 4 stars. So when it comes to the 5 stars, I've got I've actually ranked these up pretty good, man. I get a lot of catalysts from, you know, Glory this way and stuff like that, and just grind out the tier 4 basic arena, things like that. And a lot of these 5-star champs, I tried to get them to rank 3 or higher, just so that I don't hit death matches in the arena. That way I can grind for, you know, 6-star champions, especially when they hit the basic. But you can see here, yeah, I have 0 of them at rank 1, actually. Only 2 of them are rank 2 currently, which I'll fix probably during the next level up event. Get them to rank 3 with the rest of them. 90 of them are rank 3, 37 at rank 4, 44 of them rank 5. All right, let's move on to the 6 stars, though, and you can see, actually, there's an error in my spreadsheet. I'm not sure how to fix it, but I actually don't have 3 champions at SIG 200. I only have 2. Like we can pop back in game real quick, and I'll show you which 2. So it's Dr. Doom. Just recently happened with Cyber Weekend here. Dr. Doom SIG 200. Sorcerer Supreme is close at SIG 180. And then iBomb is my other SIG 200 champion. And then we've got THOR Ragnarok here at 182. Those are my 4 highest prestige champs at the moment. Still kind of lacking in that 5th prestige champion, which is why my prestige is a bit lower. Not to mention, don't have a rank 4, whereas my alliance mates, a lot of them do at this point. But yeah, those are my current champions. Actually, let me show you. Or no, we'll get to which ones I have at rank 3 in just a minute. Let me go back to the spreadsheet real quick. So yeah, there's a sea of dark red, like just a lot of champions that I don't have as 6 stars, and kind of a pathetic amount of total SIGs here. I've got you know, a little over 2,000 total SIGs across all of my champions, and if you look by class type, you can see I only have like 120 total SIGs for all of my tech champions. Now, when we get to my inventory in a minute, you're going to see that I do have some SIG stones. It's just the champions that I have to invest them in. Like, what am I going to do? Pump them into Green Goblin or Hulkbuster, Mysteria? Like, I just don't want to put SIGs into these champs. But as far as the rankings for these champs go, let's take a look at that now. 84 of them are still rank 1, 18 of them are at rank 2, 15 are at rank 3, and 0 are rank 4. Unable to get a rank 4 yet without doing some spending, but soon I'll be able to do that with the conclusion of Act 7, I'm sure. So, of my 6 stars that are rank 3, it's the top 3 rows right here. So Doom, Sorcerer Supreme, iBomb, Thor Ragnarok, Morningstar, Cap Beardo, Angela, Omega Red, Cable, Warlock, Human Torch, Kingpin, Magneto X, APOC, and Red Mags over there as well. So those are all of my my rank 3s. I've got some other ones there like CGR, Fury. These guys are, you know, right about to go to rank 3, just kind of waiting for the right moment. I'm kind of hesitant to rank champions until we see who players are banning in the upcoming season of Alliance Wars. It's going to be the first time ever that players can ban champions. So, you know, a lot of the champs that I commonly bring are Dr. Doom, Torch, and Magneto X. These are my 3 most valuable champions in my entire roster, and I have a feeling at least one of those champs is going to be banned regularly, if not maybe more. So I'm gonna have to kind of be ready to rank up some champs on the fly if I want to, be able to still hold my own in Alliance Wars. Trophy champion wise, the biggest trophy champion I have at the moment, really one of the few trophy champs I have, is this Weapon X right here. Weapon X, got him from doing a Legends run in Act 7.1 and 7.2, and that's the only way that you can get Weapon X currently is by doing those Legends runs, which are no longer in existence. Kabam kind of ended that, but I have a feeling. Hold on. Let me show actually one of my other trophy champs, I guess, would be Goldpool. This is probably the only other trophy champ. I think I have a 4-star Thanos as well, but I don't know at this point. 4 stars. I don't know how much of trophies they are. Still cool that I have him. He was from the 5.4 Legends run. But anyway, I wanted to mention this Weapon X here. So it says he's available as a 5 and 6 star, but he's really only ever been available as a 6 star. And because there's no longer a Legends run system, and because the game is showing 5 and 6 star, I'm thinking that he's going to make an appearance in this year's Greater Gifting Crystals. So we'll see on that front. But yeah, for now, that's kind of my trophy. Is just the 6 star there. As far as maxed out 5-star champs, I'm not going to sit here and read through every one, but shout out to Medusa, my first ever 565 champion. And yeah, here's kind of what I'm working with in terms of the ranked up 5 stars that I have. I would say MVPs here, Hyperion is one of the MVPs. King Groot, probably my current MVP for 5-star, though. I'm using him in Alliance Quest as we speak, and I mean he gets me through without having to use items, so he's just a beast for it. And I would love to awaken my 6-star, but I don't have the 6 stones. I actually have. Here's the interesting thing about the game currently, or you could maybe argue the not so interesting thing, because it's kind of put my progression at a standstill, just kind of halted it. Is that I have the 6-star King Groot, a champion that I really love, and I even have 2 of these generic awakening gems. But I can't really use them. I have to hold them for the right opportunity. I have to hold them for, a prestige champion or something. And even if I had 100 of these generic awakening gems, due to the lack of SIGs, it doesn't even make sense to use those awakening gems. So in a way, the awakening gems, they're kind of devalued by lack of SIGs. Now, I did mention that I had SIG stones, right? Let's go take a look at some of those real quick. By the way, the other 6-star awakening gem I have a mutant one here as well. So I have 2 generics and a mutant 6-star awakening gem. I believe those are the only 6-star gems that I'm working with. But as far as these 6 stones go, I actually have 83 of the cosmic ones. I'm capped out on the tech ones, which when I go to my crystals in a moment, you're going to see that I do have a few 6-star 6-stone crystals, like 30 of them or something like that. And I can't pop them because I have no tech champs to use those in, so it would just be a complete waste. It's only like 5 of each class type that I'm missing out on currently, but yeah. I also have 91 of these mutant ones, so those are the 6 stones I'm working with. There's one other area, or technically 2 other areas, that I'm going to show in just a moment that I have SIGs to kind of claim as well. But yeah, that's kind of it for that side of the inventory. As far as my catalysts go, I said I had 15. I mean, I do have 15 6-star champs at rank 3, right? Well, I do have more class catalysts here. I have 2 cosmic. I almost have 2 mutant. I have 1 science, 2 mystic, No skill. That's all right though. Oh man. In before the no skill jokes. Oh man. All right. Anyway. And then 1 tech catalyst here as well. So I've got class catalyst. Actually, I have class catalyst for days as we go into the crystals. This is one area that I'm not really lacking on. It's the champions. Oh, here's those Sigstone crystals, by the way, 28 of those. It's the champions that I don't really have, and just the ability to increase their sigs when I do get them, because like the 5-star champion, so like that King Groot that I showed was a perfect example of the 5-star champion is just stronger than my 6-star until I can get some sig levels into him. So what's the point of ranking him up? It's useless, right? And there's so many champions in my roster that are kind of going through that same thing. But just taking a look at the tier 5 class catalyst crystals. I've got 13 of the 5%ers. I wish they were all right next to each other, but there's a little gap. Anyway, there we go. I've got 214 of the 2%ers. I've got 46 of the 10%. I've got 10 of the 25%, and I've got 9 of the 10% Nexus versions of these crystals as well. Soon to be 10 as soon as I finish this month's monthly event quest. So I when it comes to what resources you're really lacking as a free-to-play player, like I said, tier 5 class catalyst, that ain't it. By the way, right now I am sitting on some other crystals that I don't normally like to sit on. These just came in from the Alliance War rewards, the season rewards. I have a 6-star Nexus. The only reason I haven't popped it open, whoa, what's going on? The only reason I haven't popped it open yet is because I was working on these spreadsheets. Did my game just freeze? I think it, oh my god. It really just froze. I'm gonna have to restart it. But anyway, the only reason I haven't popped open the 6-star Nexus and some 6-star shards that I'm holding on to at the moment is, at the end of the Alliance War season, before the rewards came in, that's when I was updating these spreadsheets. So I was like, oh, dude, I don't want to pop open another crystal until I, get this kind of a counter out. So I'm going to be popping open those 6-star crystals. And I guess I'll have a 4th one here too. So I'll have 4 plus the Nexus, and I'll probably pop that open in like the next day or two. It's just, yeah, I wanted to get this video out first. So I do have some crystals there, some potential. So I might be using some of these resources in the very near future. Fingers crossed that I can do that. But yeah, as far as the other crystals go, a lot of the crystals, I'm kind of just, I'm lazy when it comes to popping open crystals. That's the honest truth, is that, so many of these crystals come from every little event. I mean, even stuff like, okay, this Alliance Help event, right? What am I going to do? Hit the help button and then go open, whatever crystals come out of this? No, I'm just going to kind of ignore that stuff, play the game, and I know I'm collecting these crystals, so then eventually I'll hit the crystal tab and I'll just start popping stuff open. And for like some of the smaller stuff, or not even smaller stuff, I mean, these could have potential good rewards. I mean, this could potentially have a 6-star Hercules in it, right? These crystals. But I'll usually go and do like a mass crystal opening once or twice a year. And at this point, I kind of do need to do another mass opening, man. I do have a bunch of crystals saved up, so that'll be coming soon too. But yeah, a lot of the reason why I'm holding on to these crystals is just pure laziness, or I mean, the class catalyst crystals, I am holding on to those for a reason, just to kind of circumvent the inventory caps that we have. So there is a purpose to some of the hoarding, but yeah, like I said, for these 6-star Sigstone crystals, I can't pop another. Otherwise, it's gonna, waste if I land on a tech Sigstone, which I'm going to, out of 28, probably get a few. They're gonna just completely go to waste. So I have to pull a tech champ worthy of Sigstones before I can proceed with those. But That's pretty much it for the crystals. Not going to go through crystal by crystal, but you know, I did a full scan. If you really want to see it, every little detail that I have. Oh, I've got a 2 to 3 rank up gem here as well. 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. So that's another you know, rank 3 champion. I'm not sure how many I could have in total. I've got 15, and I could probably get that number up to I don't know, maybe like 30 or something like that. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's move on. And really quick, I just want to touch on masteries. There's not a whole lot that I want to talk about here, other than if you're curious, you know, where you should be spending your units, I highly recommend the masteries. You know, I've had all of the masteries unlocked for a while now, but and like all of the ranks of the masteries. There's a couple that I'm missing, like Mutagenesis, because it's a worthless mastery, so or virtually worthless. Technically, there's like the crazy odd situation where you'd maybe put some points in it, but for the most part, worthless mastery. And the cosmic one, I think it's just those two. Those are the only two that I don't have maxed out. But the masteries, that's really the best place to spend your units. Don't blow them on crystals that you're just going to get a 3-star out of or something like that. Get the masteries first. Get your masteries in a good position, and then afterwards, if you want to throw your units at 3-star champions and cav crystals or grandmaster crystals or whatever, then okay, fine. If that's how you have fun, go for it. But typically, the way I spend my units is I focused on masteries first, then I save them for special offers like 4th of July, Cyber Weekend, or even the gifting event, trading, gifting crystals. I don't accept gifts, but I do, you know, participate in the event in a 1-to-1 trade kind of way. So yeah, that's usually where my units will go, is towards like special offers. I really don't get any cav crystals myself. But okay, the last kind of area of the game that I want to touch upon is the quests, really. So questing content, starting with the special quests over here. They're all done. I finished the Abyss sometime earlier this year. I don't know, it's been done for maybe 6, 7, 8 months. I don't know when I'd finished it. But it's been done for a while now, so that the current Everest piece of content is all complete. Something that's not complete, though, are the back issues. So the back issues, I completed all of the earlier ones, and the first back issue, the first variant, was actually one of my favorite pieces of content. When it came out, it was incredible. I loved it. And I mean, the variants, they're still pretty good, but I actually, you know, really preferred like the higher challenge of the earlier one. And you know, with the way that our rosters are only getting better and better, and the difficulty not being as high as the first one, those things combined, I don't really feel as compelled to go through the content. I mean, I'll still do it eventually to get, you know, these tier 5 basics out of there, and some of the other things, there's more of these crystals, but I just don't have a strong need for these catalysts at the moment. But you can see, you know, I'm kind of setting myself up that way when I do need to, you know, finish these quests. I can just hop in the last couple paths and get it done. They're not all like that, especially the latest one. I've only done like a single clear. So yeah, I've got work to do here, but I'm really not that motivated to clear this stuff right now. I love the back issues quest on like during the new account challenges that I do, because they're super rewarding then, and really amazing pieces of content for, you know, kind of bridging the gap between Cavalier and Thronebreaker. But I don't really need those things at the moment too much. Don't need to do the variants right now all that much. As far as the story content is concerned, you know, all of book 1 is 100% cleared. Acts 1 through 6, that's done. It's a little bit of a different story when it comes to story 2. book 2, whatever it is, act 7. You know, I did the first 2 chapters 100%. Those were Legends runs. That's where I got Weapon X. But the 3rd chapter here, I've only done 2 quests 100%, and then just a one-time clear through the rest. And I am absolutely going to finish this up before 7.4 hits, because 7.4, I'm sure I'm going to want to do that content quick, because that's likely where my first rank 4 is going to come from. So I'm definitely going to, you know, go through and finish 7.3 at some point in the near future here. But at the moment, I'm just, again, kind of not feeling that motivated to do 7.3. The rewards are fine. I definitely want to get the you know, the 2 6-star Nexus crystals and the 6 stones. I don't have a champ to toss them into at the moment, so not really too concerned. I kind of am saving those for Hercules or Silver Surfer or something like that. So which could technically be in this 6-star Nexus crystal, but or I guess Hercules is not in there yet. So it might even be best to hold those crystals until he is. But when it comes to this content, it kind of goes back to what I said about Diablo and how I said the fun for me in games, it's more about the journey rather than the destination. And when it comes to the current story quests, it's become kind of stale. I mean, you know, Kabam's doing a good job of kind of, you know, making them more interesting by throwing in different mechanics and stuff like that. But you know, there hasn't been like a big push, a big demand to rank up and get like the next higher level of champion. Like, I'm still using my 5 stars to get through this content the same way I was using my 5 stars 2 years ago to get through Act 6. You know, so it's kind of like, well, I already have what I need, so it's I don't know the best way to put it into words, but it's kind of like what I said about Diablo, where I kind of once I had everything, that it was no longer an interesting game. And that's kind of how I feel about the story mode here, is like, well, I have everything I need to get through it, and I know that even if I get hit with like a roadblock, well, I've got plenty of resources that I can rank up champs to get me through it. So it's kind of become less interesting in that way. Now MCOC as a whole, it definitely goes through rough patches of, you know, being really interesting or being stale or whatever. And I'd say that we're in that kind of stale phase right now, at least for me. But what's keeping the game really interesting is that I have such high hopes for the upcoming solo competitive mode. And that's going to be the next carrot, the next big carrot on the stick, that will motivate me to clear the rest of this content, stay on top of clearing all this stuff, get all those rewards, use my rank up resources to the fullest to try to complete, you know, the best deck that I can possibly assemble of 30 champions. That way, I can do as well as possible in that mode. And I know I'm going to get destroyed in that mode. And that is such an amazing feeling, because that means that journey of trying to do better in that, you know, that mode, that feeling is going to be there again, you know? So I'm very, very, very much so looking forward to that mode. I hope it's actually good when it comes out. Of course, we've only seen the Summoner Showdown at this point, but yeah. Once that mode is closer to being released, like, you're not going to see this kind of thing on my account. Like, I'm going to go through and, you know, try to finish all this stuff up, and I'm slowly going to complete it leading up to then. But that's just the honest truth of why I haven't cleared this content yet, is I'm not feeling all that motivated today to do it. But coming up soon, once we have that solo competitive mode, like, oh man, looking forward to it quite a bit. But I think that's pretty much it. I think as far as the account tour goes, that's kind of where everything stands. I have some story quests to complete. I've got some back issues to complete. My 6 stars, you know, I've certainly fallen behind by not, you know, buying cav crystals. That really changed the game once those were introduced. And just struggling to get sig stones. That's kind of where I'm currently at. But overall, you're able to do a ton in this game without spending money if you so choose. But once again, nothing wrong with spending as long as you have fun with that. You know, just do whatever's fun for you, basically. And that's it. I don't know when the next progression update will be. Maybe I'll do one for year 7. Maybe I'll go another 3 years without doing one. We'll see. But either way, plenty more videos to come. And I'm really excited to do the collaboration video with my buddy Enzo to see just the difference. Get a feel for the difference between someone who doesn't spend versus someone who spends about $2,000 a month. So that'll be coming soon. And hopefully you guys stay tuned for that. For now, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.